Hi guys, and welcome back to Wellness Wednesday at 6:25 with myself, Stephanie. I'm going to be your instructor for today. So, as always, how I always start with my three stipulations. One, if at any point anything hurts you during your practice today, you can go ahead and stop, find an alternative pose, or just take a break and then come back in whenever you feel ready. Secondly, drawing the breath into the lungs, not into the chest. Again, remember when you're breathing into your chest, you're hunched over, you're slouched, your shoulders are droopy, and your spine isn't lengthened, the ribs and the lungs can't expand like you need to. So when you sit up nice and tall, literally lifting the hips up off the rib cages up off of the hips, the lungs can expand, allowing the body to further fall deeper into the poses and allowing the muscles to relax a lot easier. And thirdly, again, at any point in time, if anything hurts you, feel free to have your props, blocks, and straps. I highly recommend to find even in a makeshift one, whether it be a book, your belt, whatever fits for you, because these props do help you and further your practice along. So today we're going to go ahead and work into our backs for the time being, because I feel like some of us have been sitting down all day, some of us have been sitting down all week at their computers doing work from home. So from here, we're just going to rotate and we're going to come into a nice seated position. So when we go back, I want you guys to be mindful not to just drop the body weight back. I want you guys to draw that navel inwards, curving the spine here, and we're just going to slowly work into the core, going down, down, and down. No pressure on the back, no pressure on the spine whatsoever. You come on down nice and easy. So from here, we're going to plant the feet up a little bit higher, knees facing the ceiling. So I want you guys to take that core, we're going to drop it all the way down, pressing that lower back into the mat here. And I want you guys to really work on decompressing that spine down and pressing it against the mat. From here, we're just going to go ahead and start out hands behind the head, just some leg crunches. Nothing too crazy. And instead of focusing on the core for today, I want you guys to be mindful. Every time you come up, see if your back is still pressing into the mat here. If you feel like there's a curve in your back or like there's a hunch in it like this, I want you to press all the vertebrae down towards the mat. Keep it pushing. You guys are going to give me just 10 of these just to warm up. 9 and 10. Beautiful. Here we're going to keep the chest up and we're just going to bring the legs up nice and easy. Here we're just going to take the toes and tap down and down. This hits the lower core as well as making sure that that lower back is still engaged and pressed against the mat. And you're just going to give you 10 on each side. You've already done almost like 7 or 8, so just stick with me. And 10 more. And 10, beautiful guys, dropping the head back down, dropping the feet, planting them back on the floor here. And from here, we're just gonna bring the feet back up, straightening the legs out, bottoms of the feet facing the ceiling. And I want you guys to just flex the feet. I don't want you to let them just stay there or stay relaxed. I want you to flex them so the toes should be kind of pointing down towards your head. You'll find that this presses the lower back into the mat just a little bit more. And if you need to, you can place the hands underneath the bottom, or if you want to just rely on the core and your back strength, you're more than welcome to do so. Again, if at any point in time you feel any pain or discomfort in your lower back, you can go ahead and just bring the knees closer in, or you can bend them just a little more. So we're going to go ahead and give me some leg raises, just 10, nothing too strenuous. Still maintaining those deep breaths. Still pressing that lower back into the mat. If you feel your lower back starting to rise, your legs don't have to go down that far. You'll still get the same core work, the same back strengthening. And push through. Give me 4 more. Beautiful, guys. Dropping the feet, planting them back, knees facing the ceiling here. And we're going to shimmy the feet out slightly wider than hips width apart. So we're just going to take both knees here and just simply drop them down and over to the left. This is a wonderful stretch for the lower back as well. If you feel like that front leg isn't really getting down as far as you would like, you can take that foot and just prop it right on top, pressing the knee down, holding here. You're just finding a little bit of comfort and discomfort, holding for 5 deep breaths. Exhale and release, bringing the legs back through center and dropping down to the opposite side. And again, taking that modification if you would like, bringing that foot onto the top of that left knee. And on the final breath, bringing it back to center here, please stacking the knees and bringing the knees to face the ceiling again. And we're going to have 2 more exercises for our warm-up, and then we're going to move forward. From here, we're going to, again, bring the knees upward, 90-degree angle, so I don't want the knees too far in or too far out, so you're putting pressure on the lower back. Again, engage that lower core down, tucking the hips underneath to really be sure that that lower back is pressed against the mat here. So we're just going to bring the arms out into a nice wide T, flex at the ankles, and just drop the knees down. And bring through center, over and in. And you guys are just going to give me 10 of these, 5 on each side, really relying on the muscles of your core to bring the legs up, not the lower back. Three more, stick with me, guys. And on the last one, bring it back to center. Beautiful, beautiful, guys. From here, we're just going to simply extend the legs out. And we're going to bring the arms up overhead here. And we're just going to go and work into our hamstrings and get a nice little full body stretch here and working it for that back. So from here, we're going to bring the chest up, engaging the core upwards, pulling the self up. Once you're seated, we're just going to reach forward. Nice added hamstring stretch. And you don't have to hold, just simply pull forward and come on back. So remember what I said at the beginning about leaning back when it comes to our abs and our lower back. We're going to, again, bring the arms out to the front. Core in, rounding the spine, rolling back. Arms above the head, fully stretch. And repeat. Inhale up. You guys are just going to get me about 8 of these. Just a nice little stretch, full body work. And I want you to be mindful and move slowly through each one. Feeling all the vertebrae, feeling the core, pull the body up. Hamstring stretch. Three more, guys. Looking good, looking good. One more, nice and strong. Beautiful, guys. If you move off of your mat for the work, if you can come on up and just shimmy your way back to your comfort zone. And again, extend nice and long. This time we're going to point the toes, reach the fingers, really decompress that spine, pressing it down, down, down. You can have a nice curvature in the tummy because you're really pressing that lower core down. Holding here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, hugging the knees into the chest here. And just gently rock in. I know that one was a little bit, you might be sweating just a little bit, but that is okay. On the final breath here, because we're going to rock up and forward, and we're going to rotate and flip onto our hands and knees, coming in for a nice tabletop. For those of you who know me and who come to my classes, you probably already know what I'm going to do, some cat-cows. So, as always, we're going to go ahead and be sure that the shoulders are stacked directly above the wrist, pressing into each 5 point of our fingers, knees directly underneath the hips, being sure that there's that space between the knees. Then we drop the back down. We don't pinch that lower spine. And again, pressing the shins into the mat. Everything that's touching the mat is activated strong, pushing the ground away. And we're just going to go ahead, tucking the tailbone underneath the hips, pulling that core up and in, drawing everything upwards. Tucking the chin into the chest, hold here strong in your cat-cow and your cat for 2 poses. 2 breaths. So dropping the navel down towards the mat here, pushing everything still, or the hands and knees activated, pushing the ground away, opening the chest up. 2 more deep breaths in your cow. And we're just going to flow back and forth here, nice and slow through each breath. And just moving back and forth and doing whatever feels best for your spine. You can add some side motions, drawing the shoulder to the hip here. You can even take some spinal waves. And we're going to move into that a little bit more later. So if you want to hold off on the spinal movement, you can. Giving me 3 to 4 more big deep breaths. And on the final breath, bringing the spine back to neutral here. And we're going to bring the knees further apart today to the edges of our mat, big toes together, and send the hips back wide like your child's pose. Extending the arms nice and long. We're going to drop our head on our forehead just to really lengthen the spine. And on the final breath here, from here, we're going to take a modified threading the needle. So we're going to keep that left arm extended long. We're going to take the right hand and just simply flip it face up. We're going to thread that arm underneath the left arm here and just lay down gently on that right shoulder. You should feel a nice twist in the upper spine here. And we're just going to hold here, nice deep breaths. Exhale and release, gently come to center. Extending the right arm long, left hand face up. And again, threading through, coming to lay down on that shoulder. And on the final breath, gently returning back to center, pushing back up into our tabletop, resetting, stacking the shoulders above the wrist, knees underneath the hips here. And we're going to move into our down dog. So from here, for our down dog today, we're going to simply push the hips up and back, arms strong, legs strong. And normally I say that you can try and just be on your toes, nice bend in the knees if your legs don't have the flexibility. But for today, we want to work with the lower back, so we're going to try to really ground the heels down, pressing them down as far away as we can, feeling that good stretch all the way up the leg. And we're going to hold here. Now again, if your heels are up here, as long as you're pressing them down, feeling that stretch, the heels do not have to touch your mat. So please don't force yourself. Wherever you are, as long as you're actively pressing safely and pushing the ground away, you're going to feel that stretch. And we're going to hold here about 2 big exhales for me. And just sticking with it. And whenever you're ready, we're going to shift the gaze forward, shifting into our plank here. We're just going to untuck the toes, dropping the hips down, coming in for an up dog. If you feel any tension on your lower back or you feel like the spine is pinching, go ahead and engage the glutes for me, engage the legs, and just simply push the hips down a little further. Beautiful, guys. Feeling that beautiful stretch all along the abdomen and a nice stretch for the lower back and the spine as well. revert back into our plank, pushing back, down dog. And on the last breath here, we're going to drop the knees back down to the mat, untuck the toes, hips back, child's pose, regular or wide legged, whatever variation works best for you and your body. And you can feel free to take that twist if you would like. We're just going to rest here about 3 to 4 deep breaths. And whenever you're ready from here, we're going to go ahead and inhale back up. From here, we're going to go ahead and move onto our tummy. And we're going to bring the arms out to the side. Off the mat here, we're going to bring them into what we call spider fingers. So your hand isn't fully planted down on the mat. You're on the tips of each of your fingers. And we're going to go ahead and take some nice snakes for the spine. We're just going to go ahead and start just by pushing up and down. With each exhale, you should feel the core press against the mat. And just moving back and forth. Maybe with each exhale, you find that you just become a little bit higher. And after the last exhale, you can go ahead and if you want to get a little fancy with it, you can. You can move side to side, rotating the shoulders as well. And you just want to work into that spinal flexibility here and just move back and forth. Giving me 2 more exhales here. And once you find yourself at the peak of your stretch, we're going to hold it here. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently release. Beautiful, guys. Dropping the chest back down to the mat here. And from here, we're going to bring the arms out into a nice wide T. And we're going to take that left foot. And we're just going to inhale up and rotate over, stacking the hips on top of one another. You want to be sure that the chest is still on the floor and that you're only moving literally from the hips down to work into that lower back here. So wherever you are, we're going to again take that left foot up, rotate over. Feeling a nice stretch in the lower back and feeling a great little stretch in that front core on that left side here. Exhale and release, coming back to center. We're going to repeat on the opposite side. So bringing that right foot up and over. And your foot does not have to touch the floor, guys. Again, it's wherever your body is comfortable at. Two more deep breaths for me. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently bringing the leg back up to center. Beautiful, guys. And from here, we're just going to rest here, arms out, big wide T. And we're just going to go ahead and rest. So wherever you are, just take about 3 deep breaths. You just did a lot of good work. So you want to give the body some time to rest in between. One more big exhale. And beautiful, guys. From here, so we're going to go ahead and get into some Supermans for the day. So for our Supermans, we're going to work on the top half, and then we're going to work on the legs, and then we're going to bring them both together. So I want you guys to bring the arms into a nice cactus formation, and we're not going to put them on the ground. We're just going to level them. We're just going to levitate them up here. From here, I want you to only work into your core and your lower back. So on the exhale, we're going to inhale up, exhale down. Now, some people can come all the way up, but if you can't, it's okay. Wherever you feel comfortable, as long as you're not pinching that lower back, you're not forcing yourself. You're just moving with what you can. Remember to always give me what you can and never force yourself, guys. So we're just going to do 5 of these and nothing too crazy. So whenever you're ready, you can join me and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 5th one, we're gonna hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, beautiful, guys. We're gonna go again. Just take about 2 deep breaths. Feel free to get some water if you need to. I know we don't normally work into our backs like we need to, but it's okay. You can take a break whenever you want to. If you want to keep pushing forward with me, we're gonna go for 5 more. And whenever you're ready, on the inhale up, exhale down. And 2, and 1, holding with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently exhale and release. Beautiful, guys. From here, we're going to go ahead and start on the legs. So we're going to keep the chest down, the hands can stay down as well. But you guys just going to give me lifts and down, up and down, giving me 5 of these. And again, your legs don't have to come up too high, as long as you feel it in the lower back, and you're not just throwing your legs up. You want to go nice and slow, nice and controlled. Beautiful. Last one. Holding here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale everything down. Resting here. 3 deep breaths. And whenever you're ready to join me again, we're going to give you 5 more. So you can go ahead and find a comfy spot. You can rest your head down. You can keep your head up. Whatever feels best for you. We're going to go 5 more. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale down. Beautiful, beautiful, guys. Again, taking the break, resting if you need to, getting some water. I know I'm gonna get some water. So after our water break, we can come back. We're gonna go ahead and get the legs and the arms up together in our Superman. All right, guys, so we have our water, we're feeling cooled down, we're gonna go ahead and push forward. So, coming back down onto our tummies. Okay, arms into the wide cactus T here. Legs nice and legs and toes pointed and activated here. And we're just gonna go up and down, giving me 5 of those, okay? So whenever you're ready, you can join me. And 3, 2, and 1, go up and down. Up and down. Up and down. 2 and 1, holding here. Staying wherever you can, strong within your spine. Engage at 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale everything down and drop. Beautiful, 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 guys. From here, we're gonna push up and just rotate until we sit on our bottoms. And we're just gonna take a few final seated twists here. So whenever you're ready, we're gonna bring the bottom of that right foot, just bring it up right next to that left knee here. we're going to just inhale up, lengthen, lifting the ribs up off of the hips here. Exhale and wrapping the arm around the knee for today and just entering into a gentle seated twist. And again, if your body wants something different, if you want to bring the tricep onto the outside of that knee, if you want to bring the leg over, whatever variation works best for your body so you can get the best out of the practice here. And we're going to be back in 55 more deep breaths. Exhale and release, coming back to center and switching it out. Left foot right up to that right knee here. And again, inhale up. Exhale and go ahead and enter that twist. One more deep exhale, engaging the core, twisting the spine. And on the final breath, bringing it back to center here and releasing. And from here, we're going to go ahead and bring the bottoms of the feet together. And we're going to work into the lower back and the hips for our pull down. So whenever you guys are ready, we're going to interlace the fingers and just wrap them around the feet here. And I want you guys to lead with your chin and not hunch your back over. So we're just going to fold forward as far as we can. Look at me, even I'm all the way up here. Some of you might be able to fold all the way forward. Some of your knees might come all the way down. And I truly envy those of you who do, but I will get there. So for those of you who are like me and who are where I'm at, we're just going to go ahead and work with what we got. Deep breaths, trying to press the knees down, drawing the chest forward towards the feet, holding here about 8 deep breaths. Four more big exhales for me. With each breath, you might find that your body comes a little bit closer to your feet. Stick with it. 3 more exhales. And on the final breath here, gently releasing, returning back to center, bringing the spine nice and straight, stacked above the hips here. And we're going to bring the knees together. And again, rotate back onto our hands and knees. From here, we're going to go ahead, and earlier we took a modified version of it down in our child's pose. But from here, we're going to go ahead and take the full extent of the pose for our thread the needle. So we're going to extend that left hand long. Nice and long. You want it right out in front of us, not to the left or too far to the right. You want it straight coming out directly from that shoulder joint here. We're going to flip that right hand face up. And again, just simply thread it on through. Nice and easy. You'll find that because of the height of the hips, the lower the chest can sink here. You get a nice deeper stretch for the top of the spine here. So we're just going to rest here about 3 to 4 deep breaths. And some of you may want to take this modification that I just did. You're more than welcome to do so. If your flexibility and your core strength do not allow, but you want to try it, you're welcome to. If you can't hold it, you can go back to the previous level. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale and release, coming through center. Extending the right arm long. This time again, straight out through that shoulder joint here. And again, the opposite hand face up. Thread it on through. And again, if you find that you can take that modification as well. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale back to center. Beautiful, guys. And we're just going to rotate onto our backs. Drawing the knees into the chest chest. Again, decompressing that lower back, pressing it against the mat, really drawing the knees inward. And resting here. And whenever you're ready, we're going to simply extend that left leg long, keeping that right knee in towards the chest here. And we're just going to, as you guys already know, take that knee and just drop it down and over to the left. Nice deep breaths here, feeling you're more than welcome to bring that block underneath the knee if you need to bring the ground to you. And on our final breath here, inhaling back through center. And exhale, switch it out, drawing the knee into the chest and over the body. On the exhale, last breath, inhale back through center. Give the knee one more good squeeze and bring both knees in and we're just going to rock upwards. And that is going to wrap it up for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And also, this was our final Wellness Wednesday for the academic school year. So thank you guys so much for sticking with us and sticking with us through all these changes and modifications and still being so wonderful. Please stay safe, stay blessed, and namaste.